And if you can get a guy at that size who can play defensively,
on behalf
and
of the Edmonton Oilers, we'd like to thank the city of Buffalo for its great hospitality. Thank you. And with the 4th selection in the 2016 entry draft from Karpat in Finland, Jesse Puljujärvi.
When he wasn't selected 3rd, immediate thought is this another Seth Jones situation where you start falling?
No, I think it's more Edmonton Oilers like, yes, that's great. Because they love what this guy can do, and as they should. So I don't think it was necessarily worried about how low he'll go. It's more opportunity for the Oilers that they pounced on, getting maybe the most complete winger in the draft.
Well, it really tests the mettle. Every NHL team you talk to, you say, we have to take the best player available. But you look at the positional needs of Edmonton, and they need a defenseman. Mike, you've talked about it. They need a guy who can step in and play defense right away. Is Sergachev that guy? Maybe not necessarily, but you get into the position where Puljujärvi falls to you at number 4, and you say, oh yeah, he's the best player available. We're taking him. Good on Chiarelli. That adds to your asset group at forward, and you might be able to move another forward now. We've heard Eberle, we've heard Brandon Hopkins, Draisaitl, maybe one of those guys now moves.
When you think about what Edmonton's putting together, they can skate and they have speed.
Right.
He matched that.
And maybe when it came down to that decision, because it looked as though their decision was between Jesse Puljujärvi and Matthew Tkachuk, the skating of Puljujärvi may have been the factor that really put him over the top, because he is a brilliant skater, probably as good a skater as there is in this draft. And you know what? He's versatile as well. He kind of plays like a center as well, but right now he's a winger. They've got centers, size, speed on the wing. People in Edmonton have got to be thrilled.
A big guy who can skate. When I start thinking about Jesse Puljujärvi and who he reminds me of in the NHL, I look to Winnipeg, a guy like Blake Wheeler, a big guy, excellent skater, loves to pass and set people up, can really drive offense from the wing, and not many players can do that. More wingers are finishers as opposed to creators, but I think Puljujärvi can be that, much like Blake Wheeler is for the Winnipeg Jets.
Well, he was kind of the darling of the age group for the Finns. You go back to a game called Bandy that they play in Scandinavia, and you talk about what Puljujärvi was able to do there and do wonderful things, beating Olli Juolevi, scoring a bunch of goals in a prelim game, and then, of course, in a championship game. And you talk about those comparisons to Wheeler. I mean, look at the size, the shooting ability, the ability to come down the wing, either shoot off the rush or drive the net. Puljujärvi brings all of those things to the table.
Also a little willingness to play defense as a winger, which is big as more forward lines are interchangeable parts. It's not so much centerman plays low, it's first guy back plays low. If the first guy back is Puljujärvi, he's willing to do it.
And, as we said, they all have a little bit of a different background. What's his background? The game of bandy, which I can't tell you anything about. I believe Mike Johnson was well trained in that, and that's how he got to the NHL.
Played on about a CFL-sized rink. Speed skating style skates, and they skate and skate and skate, no stopping and starting, but they can fly out there, and maybe have that bit of that background you can see in his stride, as when he gets going, his top speed is something.
Olli Juolevi is going to be drafted later in this first round, a defenseman from the London Knights. He's got a great bandy story about Puljujärvi, who's with Jeff Merrick.
Thank you very much, Darren. Alongside Jesse Puljujärvi, when we see a big Finnish skater that can score and fly down the wing, we naturally think of Jari Kurri. First off, congratulations on becoming an Oiler. Second of all, have you met Jari Kurri before? Or ever any conversations with Jari Kurri? Have you ever met Jari Kurri before?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Well, Edmonton's about to get another Finnish sniper down the wing along the likes of Jari Kurri. I know you're working on your English, and it is getting better. What, outside of working on your English, do you think you still need to work on in the game of hockey to get to the NHL?
Like that summer, more power, and when NHL starting, I'm ready to play NHL.
And you told us at the Combine you don't have a favorite hockey player. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
You're about to become the favorite hockey player of a lot of Edmonton Oiler fans. Enjoy Edmonton and enjoy Connor McDavid. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jesse Puljujärvi of the Oilers. Darren.
Drafted in 2016, he will now research 2017. Well, at least the number 17 that will hang in Rogers Place. Look at this. And he's a player that has been able to produce, although passed a little bit by Patrick Laine. Back to Jeff.
Darren, thanks very much. A surprise to some here, a surprise that Puljujärvi fell to you at 4, Peter?
Well, I think all the published lists had him in a certain spot, so everyone kind of expected him to go at that spot. But you have to prepare. We were the next pick. We had a little flurry of activity prior to that. Everyone's trying to jockey for positions. A little surprising, but anything can happen, and we felt we were prepared for it.
Ever close to moving the pick?
Like the last couple of days, we've had a lot of discussions. I would say no, not really that close.
Well, listen, congratulations on getting the player.
Okay, thank you.
Best of luck to others the rest of the weekend. Peter Chiarelli.